back with another video. So in my first video, I had discussed how around my birthday I started to kind of reset. So today I want to just talk about how I actually started. I began to take walks just around my neighborhood. I had my baby with me, so I just would put him in the stroller and we would just go around the block. And while I would do that, I would listen to like podcasts, and it helped me a lot to start getting a deeper and a different perspective on things. In October, I decided to do a detox from alcohol for 30 days. So if you know me, you know low likes a little drink. But during this time, I had to take a break. I began to start my days a little bit earlier. I started to set my alarm clock at 5:30 instead of like 6:30. Early in the morning when it's like still dark outside, or even if it's not dark, but like nobody else in my house is up, it is the best thing. And I made a playlist that's called Rising Manifestations. Basically like affirmations and just uplifting, manifesting type of music. It kind of like led me to YouTube more. Like I used to get on YouTube before then, but it was kind of like when I was like looking up how to do something or how to cook like a recipe. I really started kind of divulging into it more about self-improvement and leveling up. I came across a lot of helpful content, and I had sort of created a routine, but I hadn't like really written it down. At that point, I actually wrote it down because I love that we live in a digital world and it comes in handy in so many different areas. But for me, I need pen to paper. It resonates deeper in my mind when I got pen to paper. Before I even started real fitness, I would just wake up and put on workout clothes. If you got your workout clothes on, you are more apt to go on a walk. Or I was anyway.
So I come downstairs and have my herbal medicine for the day.
The best start of my day. The best start of waking up. After I do that, I make my tea, listen to a podcast or a YouTube video or my playlist. And then from there, I downloaded the program and I began to exercise and eat better. I began to take in a lot of healthy content about meal prepping, juicing, detox teas, and I also incorporated making my bed. When I come upstairs to put the baby to sleep for his first nap, I made it a routine that when I put him down for his nap, close the door, I come in the room, tidy the room up, and then I would just make the bed. One of the most powerful things to really start creating good habits, making up my bed, because it makes me feel so good, which I'm not really upstairs that much. Throughout the day, I'm mainly downstairs. But when I do come upstairs, or at the end of the night when I come to bed, it's just so nice to have my bed already made. It looks so nice. I love my bed. I love my bedroom. I love all my decor. It just puts that warm and fuzzy feeling. So that's how everything started. What I am currently doing, because I've had to adjust a little bit and tweak a little bit to really get it right. I joined this social media site called Lemon8. Lemon8 is so amazing. It's like Pinterest, but it's like social media but Pinterest. It is so helpful, and it's the same thing like how I felt about like YouTube, finding people with like this helpful content that just helps you to level up your whole game. It gave me so much life. I would go back and forth from YouTube to Lemon8. If you haven't downloaded it, download it. Especially if you're trying to take a little break from the harshness of how social media can sometimes be. Definitely try Lemon8. I have mine on like fashion, beauty, wellness, food, healthy lifestyles, and it literally just shows me what I want to see and none of what I don't. I kind of like stopped being on social media, the other sites as much, unless I was like posting for my business, unless I was like searching for something specific, because you know, TikTok University. I also unfollowed gossip pages, like, and no shade to the shade room, but I had to unfollow them. I'm the type that I'll look at the comments, and them comments will send you, because it will be such a good post and people will just be underneath it just being hella shady for no reason. I hate that. Like, I had to unfollow them. We all know we spend a lot of time on social media. Take a little break, get you Lemon8. It's still social media, but it's a little different. I also came across a lot of content about leveling up your hygiene routine, like tips and stuff that I haven't heard of. I decided to like level up my hygiene routine. I just felt like it needed to be updated a little bit. And now looking back on it, I feel like it was the perfect place to start because I love my hygiene routine so much. When I first wake up, I do my oral hygiene. I will do a whitening mouthwash, brush my teeth, tongue scrape, floss, and then I'll end it off with a mixture of hydrogen peroxide mixed with some warm water. I have a skin condition called keratosis pilaris, a skin condition where your body produces too much keratin. That forms these tiny little bumps on your skin. It's typically on the back of your arms, on your butt, on your legs. My routine is I wash my pum pum first. To me, in my mind, it makes the most sense. That I'll go in once with the Dr. Bronner's soap. It's so silky and smooth. It makes you feel so clean. And then I'll go in with the Naturium salicylic acid, the smoother body wash. You know, the African exfoliating net. If you use that and the Naturium salicylic acid, the smoother body wash together, oh my God, your body will feel like butter. You understand? Naturium has some really, really good products. Like they sell them at Target, top notch. After the shower, I either use amlactin, which is a salicylic acid body lotion, or I will use the CeraVe SA body lotion for rough and bumpy skin. I hate the title because you ain't have to call me out like that, but like whatever. I typically do this when my body is still like wet or damp, and I'll go in top with the good old baby oil gel. It locks in the moisture and it keeps my skin shiny all the time because I want to look like a glazed donut from top to bottom every day. If we not Krispy Kreme walking out the house, what we doing? You get it. You get it, girl. I put Vaseline, vitamin E, or almond oil on my feet. Helps, you know. Don't nobody want to be behind you walking and see a crusty ass Achilles heel. It's not sexy. Get you a scrubber at the beauty supply store. After I do my feet, I have a yoni oil that I will put on my pom pom and make me feel real nice and tingly. It also be making the thing a little juicy. After that, I do my skincare. I do a little double cleanse. I will go in with the CosRx Nail Mucin Serum. Amazing. After that, I will go in with my moisturizers because I have dry skin, so I need all the moisture I can get. After that, I'll do my sunscreen, the Piece de Resistance Black Girl Sunscreen. If you don't have it, it's okay. Because if you don't have it, you probably don't know. But I'm here to tell you, so it's okay. Don't even worry about it, sis. I got your back. After that, you go in with your smell good, hit them hot spots, boom, 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 boom. That collarbone, get in between them titties and underneath. Because you want to be able to smell inside your shirt and it smells amazing. Get them back of them legs. Oh, one thing I forgot is going over your body with some witch hazel and a cotton ball on the places that you sweat. After that, I'll go in with the smell good and all of those same places. It lasts all day. So that's what I'm currently doing. These are adjustments that I've made, but please be advised that this is an ever-going, continuous type of thing. We are going to constantly be leveling up and adjusting and modifying because we have to ebb and flow like life ebb and flows. If something is working at this point, but it's not working at that point, we scrap it and we start over, and that's just what it is, period. Once I got my hygiene routine up to par like I needed it to be, and it was just bringing me so much joy, I started to think, like, what other areas in my life can I implement a routine? I come across a list on Lemonade about the types of lists that you should have every month to like have a productive month. And y'all, this was a game changer. It made my life so much easier because I'm a Libra and like, I be indecisive about stuff, especially small stuff like what I'm gonna cook. I don't know what I want to, like what you want to eat, babe? I don't know. Oh my God, I don't know either. What am I gonna eat? In the process of figuring out routines, I came across Alicia Gogulian, and she had a video talking about cycle syncing. I'm like, what is that? Brief overview. Cycle syncing is this method where you link up your life to the phases of your cycle every month. We know about having the menstrual cycle where you bleed, and then you know you got ovulation where you're able to get pregnant. There's two other phases that most of us don't know about. Each phase is associated with a season of the year. You go through all of these seasons in 1 month, every month. I know, crazy. Aren't we complex, beautiful creatures, just like being a woman? Your inner winter is your menstruation. Your follicular cycle is your inner spring. You have ovulation, which is your inner summer. And then you have luteal, which is your inner fall. It makes so much sense that they're paired with a season, because internally you kind of feel like this. When you menstruating, that's your inner winter. So what do you want to do in the wintertime? Cuddle up, not go nowhere, have something hot. You sit there with your heating pad, bundle up. You want to eat hearty foods. You probably want some steak, some soup. Your body is craving the minerals and the iron that you're losing from bleeding. Makes sense, right? But then you got your follicular cycle, which is your inner spring. It's when your energy levels are beginning to rise after your period goes off. After the period goes off, it's like I can just breathe. She's done doing what she need to do for the month. Your ovulation is when the pheromones is kicking out, and men and women notice. You look better. You have the most confidence. Men are attracted to you because it's time for you to make a baby. Like, naturally, that's what happens. The luteal phase, which is after you ovulate, it's normally like a week and a half. It's the longest out of all of them. During that time, it's your inner fall. Before your period comes on, you start to kind of rest a little bit, clean up, organize certain things because you know it's coming, so that you can be prepared. By syncing up your life, exercise, food, love life, relationships, your hormones, all of that, by syncing it up with whatever phase you're in, I promise you will see your productivity go through the roof, because I did. Try it out. There's an app called My Flow app, and there's also a book. It's going to change your entire life, I promise you. It's time for us to work with ourselves and with our natural bodies. We live in a masculine-driven society. They don't value women, and they don't value what our bodies go through. We literally pay taxes on our tampons, which is something that we don't have any control over. We need to be in tune with our bodies so that we can give our bodies what they need, because they do so much for us. We need to give back and help us to really up our productivity, because 2024 is our year, baby. The best way to do it is to know when your energy levels are at their highest and at their lowest. And if you know that, then you can plan your life effectively. You're welcome, baby. Everything needs to be organized. So I used that calendar, paired it with syncing and what I know about that, put the two together, and I developed daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, semi-annually, and annual routines for everything. How I'm leveling up is sticking to my guns, and even when I fall off, we're getting back up again, because you are not characterized by how many times you fall, but how many times you get back up. Preach. Got me down 9 times, but I get up 10. I'm also focusing on quarters of the year versus the whole year, because you can get so lost and so swallowed up when you're looking at stuff, and then you also might not challenge yourself a lot if you're looking at it as a whole, because you think you got 12 or 11 months or whatever, however long you have to get everything done. That's too much time. I need to focus on 3 months at a time. It's short, it's concise, and I know that I only have a short amount of time to get it done. There's a book called The 12-Week Workweek. I haven't read the book, but I have heard the principles, and it actually makes a lot of sense. So get that book if it sounds like something you might be into. Got a list for everything. So I'm making time to review each month over everything and see how everything went. Going over my financials and how much money is going out and coming in. Going over the business and all its expenses. I'm a boss, that's what we do. I got my morning routine all squared away. I still am working on my nighttime routine. I gotta get it perfected, because nighttime is really where the magic happens. At nighttime, I just be ready to go lay down, watch some damn Family Guy, scroll on Instagram or TikTok for a little bit, and then go to bed. I can't keep doing that. I really want to implement manifesting, reading, or meditating before bed, and limiting my screen time. Prioritizing taking my vitamins and my supplements, and drinking water. So some goals that I have for the first quarter of 2024. One of my goals is to definitely establish a workout routine, to figure out what works, what doesn't work, and have it down by the first quarter and know what I'm doing moving forward. Establishing content creator status. Ooh, I'm here. I'm doing it. Period. Showing up. I would like to read at least 2 books, increase my clientele in my esthetician business. So I do waxing, facials, brow treatments, I do henna and brow shaping and detoxes and things like that. So if you're in Charlotte and you're looking for the best esthetician ever, bingo, you just found her. Hit me up. I want to attend a event. I don't know, a entrepreneurial boss babes brunch type of network, and I can be connected with other creators and other business owners and things like that. I really want to be amongst a group of good women, because it's happening. I can feel it. I want to get my passport in the first quarter of 2024. So want to plan a spring event I'm actually leaning towards a tea party in the spring. Just getting back on my health stuff, like just being really intentional. And just continue to grow and build and continue to do the shadow work that needs to be done. Fighting my perfectionism, because that's part of it that tells me that everything has to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, then there's no point in doing it at all, which is the biggest lie. And I'm working on telling myself, like, that is a lie. It's not true. But it's okay, because we're on a journey, and it's about the journey, not the destination. You feel me? I have really started to prioritize and like take serious my sleep health, my gut health, and my self-care. So like those are the 3 areas that I'm just like are the non-negotiables. I have started taking aloe juice. I'll mix it with like some orange juice. I also got these poppy drinks that are so delicious. They are a prebiotic soda. And it's so good. Like, I love it. I love it. And my son, he loves sodas. He will drink them all day. I gotta keep buying them all the time, but I love it. It's okay. It's for his good health. So I started taking a pro and a prebiotic vitamin every day just to help keep everything running regularly. And I also started taking laxatives at least once a month just to get out anything that's left over. We got to start getting that all out. Just trying to be more intentional about the things that I take in, and also paying attention to food and how it affects me. For my sleep, I started taking, which I've been actually doing this for a minute now. I used to always get like cramps like in the middle of the night, like muscle cramps. So when I started to do my research and it told me what it was caused by, it said that I was probably lacking magnesium. You know, Google University, baby. Later on, it was like, oh, if you drink this along with the tart cherry juice, and then I'll add a little bit of a poppy on top just to give it a little bit of different flavor. If you drink that, it helps with your sleep. You need to be getting at least 7 or 8 hours of sleep if you're a woman. You can literally go without food and then without water longer than you can without sleep. So self-care, like I said, I made a list daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, semi-annually, and annually. Self-care. And then I said that once a quarter I want to definitely do some type of self-care thing, whether if it's getting a massage, going to a spa, or it could just be buying me a luxury perfume. It could be me putting aside for my Jamaica trip for my birthday. It could be any of those things, but all of that is in self-care. I'm a mom, you know, things happen. You don't always get to do everything how you want to do it, but those are the non-negotiables. I'm not compromising with those. Whatever has to move around, just gonna get moved around. Started doing quarterly vision boards and putting them on the background of my phone just as a like reminder. When I wake up early in the morning, I see that like on my background. It's the first thing I see, and it's such a good motivator. I definitely have my physical vision board that I like look at every day, but that is just a help that like I wake up and it's kind of like the first thing I see when I check my phone. Love it. So some things I definitely want to incorporate. I need to work on my nighttime routine, and I really want to limit my screen time and begin meditating, listening to healing tones. I fell off from exercising and my fitness. I still don't eat really bad, and I definitely have implemented intermittent fasting, so I typically only eat from like 12 to like 7 every day. I really do want to get back into exercising, especially now that I know it's cycle syncing, and how you can maximize your gains during different points of your cycle. Now that I know that, and I know what exercises are best to do during each phase, like I really do want to get back into exercise. I'm gonna probably get me a gym membership. And I also heard about this thing called ClassPass. So you try different things and you figure out what you like. So I really like that concept. So I'm definitely gonna try out ClassPass, and I will let you guys know how it goes. I also want to create my signature style, my signature fragrance, and I want to build my capsule wardrobe, or start building my capsule wardrobe. Moving on to mindset shifts. This is something that I definitely want to speak on, because I had to do this heavily when I'm like in the process of trying to level up and glow up like my whole life. Sometimes we have these like limiting beliefs and these stories that we tell ourselves. For instance, I told myself nobody cares about what you like are talking about. Nobody's gonna watch a YouTube video of you talking. And then I realized I watch people literally like speed up cleaning their house, get ready in the day, like do a shower routine that's like, so it's kind of boring, you know what I'm saying? But I like that type of content, and if I like it, then there's other people who likes it. Like, that's the way I look at it. A good way of combating those limiting beliefs and the stories that we tell ourselves is creating your own affirmations. It's great to listen to other people's affirmations because sometimes they resonate, and if they do, by all means take them. but no one knows your experience the way you do. It's just so powerful to create your own affirmations for your own specific circumstance and like what you have going on. Identifying as your highest self before you get there. I feel like you have to identify with your higher self before you get there, because that's the only way you're gonna really get there. You could literally be in Chick-fil-A's line right now about to get you a nice old chicken sandwich with some mac and cheese and some fries and a shake or whatever you want to do. After you eat, you go for a little 5-minute walk around your neighborhood, because that's what your higher self would do. You make sure you take your vitamins and your supplements even though you ate the Chick-fil-A, because that's what your higher self would do. You journal or you meditate for a few minutes at the end of the night, because that's what your higher self would do. So you want to identify with your higher self before you get there. That right there is what you call top tier manifestation. If you can feel it within you and you can see it within your imagination, it's already real. Like you're just waiting on it to come. With the stories that you tell yourself, you got to look into the shadow work side of it. Like, why are you telling yourself those things? Sometimes it's something that someone said to us, or our peers, or whoever our adult was, the adults around us said something. Sometimes no one said anything. It's just something that you have gathered with looking at certain things, and so you came to this conclusion, and it's a story that you tell yourself. So it's really important to do that. I'm working on my perfectionism and trying to figure out where it came from. Like, that's where my shadow work is like, who told me I had to be perfect? I'm working to get away from that. When you begin to align and you start to do the little things little by little that your higher self would do, you're then aligning. And then when you align, you attract. That's just physics. It's a direct line. And that's, that's what we're doing. We aligning all 2024 with our highest selves and getting what we want and attracting what we want. We're not chasing at all. So visual stimulation, I would definitely say, is a huge thing. I think that having a quarterly vision board, you can get on Pinterest, you can create you a board, you can get on Canva and you can make you a mood board. You can also get on Lemonade and it'll give you a lot of good things. Visualization, it plays a really big part. That and imagination they're basically the same thing. And again, you can't get anything if you don't imagine it. So make you a board, start creating those capsule wardrobes, start figuring out the girlies that you look up to and align with them. Look up women who you want to be like, who you admire. Follow them and you take steps toward it every day. You're going to get there. We're going to get there. Don't worry about it. When you create all of these routines, you're not always going to feel like doing them. And that's just what it is. We are humans. Some days we have it and some days we don't. Some days we just don't have the energy. And that is okay. Please be sure that is okay. The thing is not to let yourself stay there. You get knocked down, but you get back up. Again, Cardi B, knock me down 9 times, but I get up 10. You just got to keep getting back up. And you got to use your discernment to know, is this something that's just not working with me today? Is this something in my spirit is just telling me this ain't it, this ain't the move? Or am I just being lazy and I'm telling myself a story because I don't want to do it? It happens to all of us. Don't feel bad. But sis, thank you so much for coming to this video. I appreciate you so much. If you could like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get the notifications when I drop these videos to your screen every week. I appreciate you so much for sitting down and just believing in me. I love you so much. If you felt like anything in this video hit you and resonated with you, hit that subscribe button, join the community, and we got big things coming up in 2024. I believe in you. I know you're going to get there. We're going to get there together, bestie. And I'll see you later in the next video. Bye.